Unpredictability is unsettling since any element of danger potentially threatens your peace, security, and existence, while anticipated events, however ominous, allow for the development of coping mechanisms. In this video, I'll explain that humans are the most arbitrary thing in the world because of their free will, which is not causally determined. The universe is composed of both predictable and unpredictable things. Predictable entities include objects such as rocks and machinery, which remain stationary or perform their designated functions faithfully. Even a baseball in motion maintains a fairly predictable trajectory, allowing you to duck or hit it if you're Shohei Ohtani. Computers are also safe. They follow your instructions millions of times a second for years without error. Some people question the safety of artificial intelligence because the code creates novel artwork or writings. But even with dozens of new cat pictures created by AI software from millions it scanned, it never draws a bird, nor does the computer get off your desk and dance an Irish jig. Alexa isn't alive, nor does she strike you as dangerous. On the contrary, there are numerous unpredictable items that pose a significant risk to your safety. These are chaotic systems, where inputs cause seemingly random outputs. For example, the weather is predictable for a few days, but beyond that is speculation. A chaotic system is extremely sensitive to its initial states. Thus, the idea that a butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil causes a tornado in Texas. Living things are also chaotic systems. However, they simultaneously exist at the fringe of order. Plants and animals are sensitive to environmental changes, while their feedback loops and complex organ interactions maintain their coherence. Although each apple seed grows into a different shaped tree, they still produce the same fruit. Your dog behaves as expected since it fetches, walks, and lies down as you taught it. Other dogs are concerning, however, because you don't know their history. They might randomly run away or bite you. Unpredictability and danger levels increase, moving from rocks and machines to plants and animals. The level of chaos increases, and the initial states of their molecules are harder to unravel. Regardless of the extreme intricacy of living things, they are in theory predictable because they are causally determined. Their molecular states and energy inputs always create the same output. However, one thing in the universe is utterly unpredictable because it's not determined. That is a human being. The human portion of human being retains complexity similar to plants and animals. Thus, the human part of the package is somewhat predictable due to ordered chaos. But the being piece of the puzzle introduces an indeterminate factor. It pulls with it a person's free will. Thus, the outputs of a person are independent of the physical inputs. There is no predictable cause and effect. The conscious, will-imbued person is independent of their circumstances and their history, and their decisions can appear to be random to the outside observer. So what is the basis of people's decisions? All meaningful decisions are based on one of two basic mindsets: me first or you first. Me first reflects self-seeking and self-serving decisions and actions. It is based on the conviction of insufficiency. Believing resources are limited, the selfish person addresses their needs first, neglecting others. The Bible describes these non-godlike actions as sin. A you-first person is self-denying and makes caring decisions that result in actions beneficial to others. They believe in a promise of abundance because they are God's children and He takes care of them. You first people anticipate favor extending well beyond their brief time on this earth. You first is God's manner of existence. He created you and granted you the choice of benevolence or rebellion. Humanity pursued extreme me first and tortured the Creator to death on a cross. Still, He has forgiven you and invited you to live with Him in a new heaven and earth. That is God's predictable and ultimate you first gesture. Please click the thumbs up icon if you like this video. Also leave your comments and questions below. Until next time, remember humility, thanks, and joy.